Good morning, everybody. We might have a possible chicken predator issue. Remember I showed you those footprints over there. One theory is that it might be a possum, whatever. And I'm still learning English, so don't mind me. It might be a raccoon, but yesterday up at the house, running across the yard there, I saw a groundhog, and I went online to try to look at groundhog footprints, and I couldn't find any. To see if maybe if it looked like that. I didn't know that groundhogs might kill chickens. I've never heard of it. But anyway, yesterday morning when I came out, this feeder over in the young chickens area there, that feeder was on its side yesterday morning when I came out, just like right now. So I had to take that feeder, and last night I took it back up to the house with me. What a pain in the neck that was. I hope I don't have to do that every morning from now on. But I don't know. So I just have to keep an eye on that situation, and I thought I would just, I'm going to play the safety card and just try to make sure that everybody's okay. We have had predator issues in the past, so I don't want to have it happen again. There's nothing like having all of your hard work go right down the drain because of your carelessness. So anyway, that's why I've got the chicken feeder on the wheelbarrow. I'll be giving that to them this morning. It's always something, huh? Okay, girls, you're doing good. Looks like you made out okay last night. I'm going to bring back some more feed, but you're good for now. Usually I also put a handful of feed, a couple handfuls of feed in that round metal disc. That way there's 2 feeding stations. But this morning things are a little bit out of order because I wanted to bring that feeder down and experiment with that. Look at those chickens fly. They get running around the chickshaw. And every once in a while, one of them will become so airborne that it'll actually fly over the little fence. Well, it looks like the chickens are okay this morning. They should be, being inside that enclosure all night. But I tend to worry about one part of it, and I'll show you. That little door, which is in the up awning position right now. That white material is just a waxy kind of a corrugated, I don't know what it is, but it's not it's not really meant for strength. And I know the chickens like to peck at it, and in my imagination, I picture some kind of a predator clawing at it and maybe gaining access to the chickshaw. But that's just me, maybe. Anyway, they were fine last night, thankfully. So, but I have to figure out, do I want to bring that feeder up again with me? That feeder is not the heaviest thing in the world, so it's, and I use the wheelbarrow, so it's, I'm probably gonna, I'll probably decide at the last minute, but I might take it back to the house for about a week to retrain whatever it is that's getting into it. Whatever is getting into that feeder, it might be that possum or whatever that predator was, or maybe it's the groundhog coming down. Now, the morning that they did get into that feeder, I had the side opening to the fence untied. This little tie closure right here. I had it, lots of times I leave that open because I figure that the chickens are inside that enclosure, and I'll show you this. So the chickens are in their enclosure, plus I have this MS goat fencing up, which acts as another line of defense for those chickens. So I thought that between the two, the chickens would be okay, and I think they are. And for that reason, I don't always tie that tie closure. But and if I don't tie it, then if a groundhog or something did get through the fence, the goat fence, they could go through that opening and then help themselves to the chicken's feed. But they can probably, what am I talking about? They could probably just fit underneath the fence or through the mesh of the fence. I don't have the fence on at night because there's no sunlight to operate the solar charger. So, oh well, whatever. It's just one of those things that you have to stay on top of when you're homesteading. For everything you do. Both Danielle and I continue to be astounded by our wonderful celeriac crop this year. We've never had celeriac quite this big, and we're owing it to the fact that the chickens were parked here over the winter. What do I mean by the chickens were parked here over the winter? Well, the chickshaw, that white thing over there that you hear me talking about a lot, that thing was parked right here for the entire winter until about mid-April. And those chickens lived in this area, right where those celeriacs and celeries are, and those huge collard greens over there. Look at those collard greens. Those are the nicest collard greens we've ever grown. They're just so beautiful. And again, we owe that to the fact that white chickshaw movable chicken coop was parked. We brought it in over there. If you've heard me talk about this already, just ignore what I'm saying. but we parked it, golly, we parked it right about here. And throughout the entire winter, from Thanksgiving until the middle of April, those chickens were right in this area. Eventually we took down the white netting, the electric netting, because it wasn't doing much good. And the chickens could pretty much have full range of the whole garden. But when spring came, I got as much of the manure out of the coop as I could, and we spread it in this whole area. And let me tell you, boy oh boy. And so in addition to those 18 plants, we normally try to grow 18 plants. We had five extras that we tried to give away. Nobody wanted them. I'm guessing that not many people know what to do with celeriac. Gosh, it's just a big old celeriac root, and we just when I put it in soups, you can make celeriac soup on its own, but we run out of celery in the fall, and then I use celeriac from there on in. I slice it thin and put it in all my soups that call for celery. It's such a wonderful thing. And you know, in this day and age, hate to say it, but the name of the game is to be able to grow your own food, but then you have to be able to store it. Like we were talking about the onions yesterday. You need to be able to store food. Alright, well, that's got them for now. Hopefully everything works out good. I think they'll be okay. We had a couple of the chickens get out earlier. That was fun. But these chickens are so friendly. They come right up to you. Yeah, they come right up to you and then they just squat so you can reach right down and pick them up. And I think that's so cute. I've never had a chicken do that before. The Rhode Islands are almost like that. They're just about as friendly. But these Isa Browns are so friendly. I highly recommend them actually. So I just picked them up and gently put them back in. But alright, that's going to do it for down here for now. Maybe I'll get out later. I'm going to be splitting firewood today, so you're not going to want to watch that again. It's kind of monotonous. So that's all I got to say. So I'll catch you on the next one, okay? Alright, bye.